Hey folks, this is Gova, the Holy City driver. If you're watching this video, that's going to be posted and shared amongst the groups later on. I am here today to try to bring some awareness to what is this virus, the coronavirus, is COVID-19, however everybody wants to say it. Trying to bring awareness to the issues. Right now, I don't know how many of y'all are out and about, driver-wise, watching this video or anything like that. But I'm going to show y'all something real quick. I'm going to see if I get it in this video. Hold on one second. I'm going to flip the camera and talk. This is the Columbia Metropolitan Airport. There is literally only one other driver sitting here at the moment. Let me flip it back to me. Here we go. There's only one driver sitting at the airport right now. On a normal Sunday, this parking lot was usually full with about 10 to 15 drivers. And at the minimum, 10 to 15 drivers, everybody being social. Drivers trying to work things out together, something that needs to happen. I've been watching and following a lot of what's going on right now, and I've been seeing where restaurant workers are getting relief. Small businesses are getting relief. Don't know if they're going to consider the Rideshare part of the small business aspect of it, because we are independent contractors from Uber and Lyft. But I'm just going to put it out there like this. Rideshare industry has basically died. I've been driving, I drove a little bit yesterday doing food delivery and didn't get no tips off the food delivery at all. There was one run I mean, most expensive run I had was $4 yesterday. And as a rideshare driver, I'm used to making $600-700 in a 3-day period. Most drivers I know out here have a goal of at least trying to make $100 a day, which translates to $700 a week. Now a lot of drivers have had to expand their hours of operations, and they're still having to carry passengers. I'm fortunate enough to have a good paying job, as a main job or a decent paying job, to where I can survive without Rideshare, without having to carry people. But Rideshare for me was a way of trying to get out of debt. And that's why I'm out here today. This isn't about me. This is more or less out there. I'm out here for the full-time drivers, trying to get their story out there. Unfortunately, there's nobody here that I know that's a full-time driver out here at the moment to actually talk with y'all. I wish there was, but this is an industry that it seems like everybody's just glancing over. I was reading an article today from Rideshare Drivers United. If a lot of y'all don't know, Rideshare Drivers United is an organization that's trying to get rideshare drivers together, basically to form like a union. They're a nationwide organization, but they have a story on there from a driver who actually was believed to have the virus, but because where he lives at, they have rationing of it right now, he was unable to get the test done. Well, Uber and Lyft have been bragging, especially Uber and Postmates, been bragging about how if a driver gets it, or one of our partners gets it, we will pay them for 2 weeks at home based off of their 6-month daily average for the last 6 months. Okay, that sounds good, fine, and dandy. And they said that includes if you were told to self-quarantine by a medical official. The article that I read showed that is false. They are lying to the general public. Uber and Lyft and Postmates and all these other organizations are lying to the general public, saying that we will take care of our partners, take care of the drivers. That is false. He was told the only way he could get assistance is if he had a positive test. Well, because he's not considered an dangerously at-risk group, his local doctors and all them refused to do the test. They said for the simple fact they're citing rationing. Rations, which I understand fully. A lot of states are doing the rationings, and they're asking people, if you don't have severe symptoms, don't waste the resources. We know resources are limited right now. Masks are limited. Everything like that's limited. Hand sanitizers, Lysol wipes, any kind of disinfectant you can think of, they are in short supply. Not only that, I know drivers right now, they're out here running around trying to, just get basic supplies. Basic supplies to live off of, and people are hoarding everything. This is an issue that more people need to take up. I have a YouTube channel. If some of y'all watch this now, it's called The Holy City Driver. A few months ago, I was going to try to get petitions and stuff put together, to try to bring a light of some of the issues that are going on in the rideshare industry. Try to petition the state government to get involved, to raise the rates, do this, do that, try to help the drivers. Everybody, I caught a lot of flack on it. A lot of people saying that, you're trying to make us employees, this, that, and the other. Well, I will say this. If Uber and Lyft drivers were employees at this particular moment in time, they would be able, especially full-time drivers, would be able to qualify for unemployment benefits. Now they don't. That's why you see there's drivers out here and about. If you ever sit out and look at the streets at nighttime right now, Uber and Lyft drivers are the only ones on the roads, just about. They're trying to, move people from A to B. You don't know who's getting in your car. You don't know if they got a virus. You don't know if they're sick. Stuff like that. And the drivers really are feeling it in their pockets. They're feeling it in the attitudes of the passengers. There's a lot of things going on. There's a lot going on. And the biggest thing everybody's talking about is social distancing. Well, even though everybody's socially distancing themselves, people are still needing to get to the grocery stores, different places. Yesterday, I had a few people that I do rides that I know really well that we could set up through the Uber and Lyft app. They knew I have an XL van, and they were needing help getting from the grocery store to home. They text me, all right, good, well, I'll meet you there, we'll set it up in the app. It's on the app ride. I got paid to do it. I know who they are. They're a little bit lower income folks, and all they were trying to do is get their groceries from the grocery store to home. And literally, I pull up back up to where they live at, and all you see is about 7, 8 little kids come out trying to help their mom and their grandma bring in the groceries. And they're trying to help out their community because there's some elderly folks in their community. They did the grocery shopping for them. He saw them running it up and down the streets. And I asked them yesterday, hey, you want me to, I would really love to record this to be able to show y'all what the community coming together is looking like. And they asked me not to. I said, hey, that's fine. I understand fully. And, over the years, I've seen us come together in bad situations and grow apart during good situations. Right now it's a bad situation. It's a bad situation for everybody. You know, it's time that we stand up together, stand up for what's right. You know, if you go grocery shopping and you see something on the shelf that you don't necessarily need, don't buy it out of greed. Don't buy it out of panic. You know, leave it there for somebody else who actually needs it. You know, it's stuff like this that's just showing how bad as a society we have grown. But back to the topic of rideshare drivers and what's going on. Rideshare is a very, very, very seasonal thing. We have about spring and fall is our biggest times of the year. Now, if you're on the coast, like in Charleston, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, summertime is a very busy time of the year for you. But other drivers tend to go down there and drive from all the other areas here in South Carolina. They do that because their markets are dead. Like here in Columbia, our biggest market is USC, the University of South Carolina. Well, we found out this week that they are going strictly to online classes the rest of the semester, and commencements and all that have been postponed, and they're going to be rescheduled to a safer time. You know, that's the spring stuff. You know, we missed out on St. Patrick's Day. We missed out on a lot of big events that were coming to town. Those were some big money-making events that us drivers have missed out on, especially the full-time drivers. You know, rideshare, a lot of people don't understand this. The rideshare industry does not pay the drivers like everybody thinks they do. Yes, we can make good money whenever there's events going on and we know how to work it. Yes, we make good money whenever we are busy and it's surging. Yes, we make good money whenever we have passengers that are tipping well. But right now, with so much going on, passengers aren't tipping if you're taking passengers. If you're doing food delivery, which is hot right now, I will tell you this, food delivery is spanking hot right now. Luckily, the fuel prices are so low, that's why we're able to make a little bit of money on it. But people aren't tipping on it, and I mean, that's the only way you can get food from a restaurant now is either takeout or delivery. But the rideshare industry has taken a hit. I mean, it really has. You get a chance, you should be able to. You should take a look at some of the pictures and videos coming out of Charleston. The market is bare. There ain't nobody there. Everybody's closed up. All the shops, the market's closed. I mean, a lot of things that this virus has been causing to happen as a society, and us as rideshare drivers are getting hit really, really hard. And I have not seen one bit in the news talking about, hey, look at the rideshare drivers. Look at what they're going through. Don't get me wrong. Not to say that it's you know, they're focused on, you know, that there's only one group of people that's harmed. There isn't. There's a lot of groups of people harmed. You have teachers and bus drivers. They've been hurt. Most of the teachers are still getting paid. A lot of bus drivers aren't getting paid right now. A lot of support staff for the schools aren't getting paid right now. A lot of contract workers are not getting paid right now when they're sitting at home, and they're worried because the bills are still coming. You know, yes, the power companies, utility companies said, oh, we won't cut off your power and your water, but, you know, your bill's still going to grow. So there's going to come a time when all that's going to come to a head where whenever this passes and everybody's going to be behind on everything. You know, people are just trying to survive. Rideshare drivers are trying to survive right now. And this is something that, you know, some people are like, oh, you blab on, you're rambling, this, that, and the other. And I guarantee you I'll hear it. I'm going to try to get this downloaded and uploaded to the YouTube channel so people can actually see what's going on. You know. But rideshare drivers. This is the Uber, Lyft drivers, everybody in the gig economy. It's time for all of us to start standing up together. It's time for us to start working together. The biggest problem I've had in this industry that I've seen for the longest time since I've been driving is every region, especially here in South Carolina, wants to work against each other. Charleston drivers don't like the out-of-town drivers. The out-of-town drivers don't like it when other people come in their areas. Listen, guys, it's time to stop all that. If this is going to show you anything, this is the time for all of us as rideshare drivers to come together, work together, put pressure on our state legislators, put pressure on your representatives, and tell them what needs to happen. You know, that's something a lot of people don't realize. If you don't take a stand when it's time to take a stand, all you're going to be done is ran over the whole time. Yes, we're independent contractors. Yes, I enjoy the freedom of being an independent contractor. But as an independent contractor, as you can see, and I'm just going to put this out there, most of us here in South Carolina don't agree with a lot of stuff that comes out of California. There's a lot of stuff out of California that we do not agree on, which I understand fully. I really do. But when California passed that AB5 bill, Uber, Lyft have gone back to only taking 25% of the trip. Uber and Lyft went back to the surge multipliers. Uber and Lyft they are currently experimenting in a couple airports where drivers can set their own rates. You know, as independent contractors, that should be the way we get treated. We should have the ability to be able to set our own pricing. You know, like right now, every driver that's out there trying to pick up passengers, they should get some kind of hazard pay if Uber and Lyft don't want to pay when you're out sick. You know? But that's never going to happen. Hold on a second here. Let's see. This will be a great example that many will remember when you hear big YouTube drivers saying, this is not viable as a full-time gig. Have a backup to your backup. That is exactly right, Daniel. That is exactly right. You know, but right now, in this day and age, it's hard even to have a backup. You know, my main job, luckily, that was a blessing this week that I had with my main job, is they cut the workforce down and I'm allowed to still be able to work, because if I'm not working, I'm not getting paid. You know, because I'm a contractor out there. And you know, that to me, that was the best blessing I've had in a long time, and I'm grateful for it. But you know, Daniel, you're exactly right. Everybody should have a backup to the backup. But it's getting to the point to where your backup to your backup is starting to fall apart. Something like this is unprecedented, but something like this, something good should come out of all this. Well, I don't know how long I've been sitting here chatting. I don't even know. Let me see here. About 20 minutes now. Well, listen, folks, be safe out there. Stay healthy. If you're sick, stay home. And man, I hope this pollen passes through quick. Y'all have a wonderful day. Try to make some money if you can. And don't be afraid to share this video. You know, this is more of a I've been silent for a while with the YouTube channel. I really have been, because I have a lot going on. But I took the time to make sure I try to get some word out there to everybody. Listen, guys, be safe. Stay healthy. And like always, try to make some money somehow. Y'all have a wonderful Sunday.